Oh, oh. Hello everyone, welcome back to Arknights. Hi Les, hi Mateo, hi Shrisal. Everyone, yeah, hope you are doing well. Sorry to hear you've been under the weather, Shrisal. Yeah, it's been weird for me too. The weather has been kinda all over the place. Last week it was really cold and honestly my voice was really starting to hurt during the stream, and now it's actually way hotter, so it's kinda all over the place, but we're managing. So yeah, FedEx is here to cause this skirt. It sure is. I'm excited to, another half of this event of Executor just been an absolutely massive menace. Not before though. I want to check this real quick. As I was setting up the stream, there was this notification, and let me see if it's actually here now. No, not yet. Okay. But I did check on Twitter because they gave us the also that calls it skin. They gave us this report from XCA, and I was like, oh, that's gotta be for the next event, right? That's coming up. And I checked on Twitter, and they have already announced that the XCA Altar event is coming out next week, actually 1 week from now. So that was kinda great timing. Hi Galo, welcome in. Tips helmet, hi, fellow doctors. So yes, next event is coming out next Tuesday. So we're ready for that. Hopefully, we're able to finish this time, which I believe we will. In other news, I saw they announced it. I don't know if it was like CN only or if it was gonna be here. But yes, they made they take Call Seat away, and then they gave her her maid skin from that one event. It actually kind of seems like a combination of the maid and the suit, right? Now that I'm looking at it. Kind of a loose combination. That's pretty cool. But they did the meme. I don't know if you guys have seen. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Shoot, how do they even bring, or how do they even make it show up? Let's see. But it's like that meme that they usually use for like, for like Nintendo games or for video games in general. Let me see if I find it here. Yeah, no, I don't know if I'm gonna find it right away. Yeah, no, I don't know, but it's like the Call Seat is like, bring me back as a maid, and Doctor is like, yes, Call Seat. And then Call Seat is like, $30. Doctor is like, no, Call Seat. Yeah, $30 is giving me heartache too. Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, these skins are really good, but yeah, $30. I don't know. I know they come with other stuff. Yeah. I don't know. To be fair, like, because I don't whale, I'm like, maybe I could. Because my philosophy has always been like, if they made the characters non-gacha and they made the outfits gacha, I will like that. And so I'm like, maybe for the outfits I could, give a little bit to the game. Like, it's cool to support the game, but $30, I don't know. Please no, priestess, don't pull me into a markable maid outfit. That's good too, yeah. You know what, I'm gonna pin that one for now. Priestess, but thinking about the money, yeah. Instead of being like pragmatic and science forward, she's like capitalism forward. Let's see. Hypergrid refuses to make scenes from Synesthesia after the Geo Space game. Yeah, once a year. I don't understand. Whoops. I don't understand what's happening at Hypergrid. Yeah, I don't know what they're cooking. It is kind of weird. Yeah. Yes, calls again. Yeah, instead of the like, because they made recently. This is the most recent one that I remember seeing was the Nintendo like VR Virtual Boy. Yeah. So they remade virtual. They remade like the Virtual Boy carcass, and you can put like a Switch in it. And everyone was like, why? Because apparently the Virtual Boy was like a really bad console that like gave people headaches and stuff. And Yeah, there was like a Visa or Vinesauce meme. I was saying Visas about yeah, where it was like, yeah, Mario going like, play my virtual game, and he's like, no, Mario. $100, no, Mario. We lost our base because we need resources to rebuild, right? Right? Yeah, I don't know about this one, Calcit and Priestess. Yeah, I don't know. Whoever's cooking this, well, Hyperglyph. Yeah, I don't know about that one. If people can get it, you know, more than welcome to. I think it's cool, but also, yeah, it's not me. Nostalgia is stronger than gambling. Always, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we were asking last time what civilians counted as in the tags. This only says special devices, right? This is the gelato station. Special terrain, special devices, special tools, oh, and it's gotta be neutral units, right? Probably? Yeah, because I guess it's neutral, but you still gotta protect them. Maybe? Unless it means... what was the mechanic of the tower? No, they just get destroyed, right? I thought it was maybe neutral because it can be conquered by either one or the other. But no, I'm assuming neutral units is probably what civilians are. Or, yeah, what it means with civilians. But yeah. Game Boy is destined to succeed. It is, to be fair. Like, Nintendo don't really gotta be afraid of what they put out, because people will buy it, and for better or worse, right? In the counts elemental injury because they cause playground damage. They should, yeah. Realistically, that's what they should be tagged as. You're right. I think we read through HE5, right? Because my logic was like there's gonna be another node, so it's better to make as much progress as possible. Let me just check it out real quick. But I think... Play of the passcode through a gentle facade. Yeah, she stands up, right, Lemon? I feel like this isn't really... that's not really a recap, right? But yeah, there was this conversation about the fire. And then it ends with the monster pulling up to the house, right? And then we read the second part. Honestly, I kind of wish I had left it there, just living as a mystery. But yeah. Yeah, this is in the... Richie notices that the other guy was the one who made the fire, right? Yeah, there you go. I think that's the last thing we read, yeah. Hunger creates monsters, but even a monster can return to motherhood. Huh. We should read through those sometime. Like what the synopses are, even though these aren't really synopses, but I feel like they add a little bit. Monster? Speaking of. Oh yeah, I did get something. Because I don't like looking at the previews, or the PVs, the little trailers, animated trailers that they do for the event. I did see on Twitter that they post the animated trailer. And it did spoil me something that I was like, man, if I had seen it in the event, I would have been so happy to see. But hey, I'm already happy to see what the trailer shows. So that's alright. Yeah, I just like going in blind as much as possible. Yeah, we just dealt with the mother. Well, yeah, oh, what? Oh, okay, they went in. Because Gerald told the Executor, like, his Executor was about to shoot it, right? And Gerald was like, hold on a second. But yeah, okay. Alright. I think with that, we are more or less caught up, even though, as I said, yeah, as I said in the title, a lot of stuff happened here, so... Yeah, well, we'll catch up as we go. But let's see. Federico was about to Sancta, yeah. Was about to do what Sancta do. Sancta do best. Let's see. There's no sign of fighting inside the house. The children are still sleeping. Hammond wouldn't harm the kids, you can be sure of that. Not yet. I don't know how long she can maintain her reason. Thank you. What do you intend to tell the kids about Hyman when they wake up? They have a right to know. Right. Yeah, because he promised to find their mother. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Is that a suggestion? No, Federico. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. It was you who spared Hyman. It was you who earned these children's trust. The choice is yours. Feeling the weight? I'm not wearing any extra weights. I'll take that as your personal brand of humor. It will be funny, yeah, he's actually aware all this time and he just likes being very sarcastic in his humor. What are you looking at? Do you know what this is? There you go moment, yep. First of the day. A piece of cloth? We stuff like that. We use stuff like that to make blankets for winter. But I've never seen this pattern before. It's a common Lateran pattern. Underneath the cloth, the twins' breathing is long and steady. The executor looks at it for a while, then turns his gaze to the simple desk beside. There is a small clay jar on it. Well, increase the sound of it because the BGM might be a little low for you guys. But yeah, let me know if it's ever too low or too loud. Small clay jar on it. Other than the children, the flower in the jar, not yet fully wilted, provides the only color in the room. No flower? It's pretty dried up. Must have been there for at least 2 days. Is this Hyman's hobby? I don't know. I thought I knew the people who follow me, but I'm not even sure. I must return to this aquarium. I have enough information to pass judgment on the Sarkas. And what is your judgment? First, there is something I must know. Have you had any interaction with Aren Arquiolas? Aren the Nuncio? Yes. Just a misunderstood comedy genius, yeah. That's what I believe. Not much. He went missing soon after he arrived. I see. You call yourself Gerald, but that is not your real name. Who can say if my name is real or not? I've used it for 10 years. I've been Gerald the Hunter ever since we started living here and built our first house with those broken planks. How you identify is none of my concern. You can be Gerald. Then, a strange sense of urgency causes the words fall from the tongue. Federico does not give him time to speak. He says the name that has not been spoken in public for 10 years. A mercenary who made his name in the Castle Civil War, warned by the Notarial Hall, 32 confirmed crimes on his record, responsible for annihilating 3 of the Holy Lateran's executor maniples. Holst Tiffendale. Oh, you knew. Yes, I knew. But I can find out, others can too. This is your final warning. Your identity is no longer a secret, Gerald. Damn. Target structure confirmed. Hard to believe the Sarkas will really want to live in an abbey of ours. Ready to move in? No rush, we'll wait for the order. Let's wait and see, we have the area surrounded. Same as the Sarkas team we nabbed earlier. But a single one of them is getting away. Yes, sir. Ah, okay. That's the blockade, I'm assuming? Yeah. That's a track record, yeah. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I know, he says things, you know, just like they are, but... yeah. You think Sancta Rebels are sponsoring things here? Yeah. I see. I got some food. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. Sorry, Serpilia. I'm not hungry. Well, I'll leave it here. You might start to feel hungry in a bit. Gracias, Serpilia. What for? Nothing in particular. I just wanted to thank you. Also, you just brought food, so I think it was kind of obvious, but yeah. Eat up and go to bed if you really want to thank me. I get up earlier that way. Really? Then I'll go to sleep. Sorry, I can't sleep. I figured. Are you sure you should be here? I'm feeling much better now. What I mean is, you don't have to stay with me if you don't want to. Hunting you is my job, girl. I'm not exactly a saint. I won't run away. Who knows? Better a girl behaves, the more you have to keep an eye on her. Do you know what those black horns on your head mean? Do you know what's waiting for you when you're brought back to Laterana? No, I don't. Of course you don't. You can't empath with me, can you? Right. Oh, don't look like that. I was just trying to scare you a little. His Holiness is pretty kind, all things considered. No need to worry too much. I'm not worried. Whatever punishment I receive, I deserve. What's that sound? Is there someone outside? Whatever it is, it's none of my business. Stay put. I'll check it out. Aren again, just lurking in the shadows. Huh? Strange, there's nobody here. Oh, you're really letting your guard down. It hasn't been that long. The way you talk still makes me want to punch you. I'm wondering how you operate in Victoria. Do you spend all your time making enemies for Laterano, Aren? Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, Serpilius, yeah, she's always pretty off, to be fair. I did notice that when I was thinking back on the event, like, she's always very... She always says things in a really weird way, where she never explicitly says something, she kind of dances around things a lot. So yeah, it's interesting. I resent that characterization. No one takes his job more seriously than me. Boy, Aren, yeah. Speaking of job, you're ready on your side, aren't you, Serpilia? Maybe. I needed a less ambiguous answer. Well, you're not gonna get one with Serpilia. What we just said. We move at dawn if there are no complications. Not dawn. Okay, what's the plan? Strange. Serpilia hasn't come back yet? Things seem to have calmed down outside. What's that sound? Serpilia? Is that you? Oh, what the heck? Oh! Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they finally told them what happened. It's me. Raymond? Come with me, Fortuna. I forgot what voice I gave him. Like, kinda like, huh? Something like that. Finally outside. Hey, the two goats. Next to each other. Why are you here, Lemon? There was a bit of trouble. I ran into someone unpleasant and let him get away. It sounds even worse when I put it that way. I came because I heard the commotion over here. I'm surprised you will make a threat like that. Threat? Wasn't it? Then what did you mean? I was only telling the truth. Correct judgment is based on the truth of the present situation. I don't need to threaten anyone. Well... I feel like... I don't know if we will have seen it that way. I think I get it. Yeah, I was just stating a fact. But there is nothing more unpredictable than people. Even if we fail to understand our own thoughts sometimes, and it's not unusual for our actions and thoughts to contradict one another. Experience tells me that things rarely develop in the most logical way. Yeah, that's fair. Setting that aside, the situation is more complicated than I expected. We need to exchange information, Federico. Let's go. Do it. You mean the monsters we saw, the missing Sarkas... you mean the monster we saw was the missing Sarkas by the name of Hyman? The state that you saw her in was different from what I saw. If that's the case... She has gone from being impossible to communicate with, demonstrating no capacity for thought beyond feeding instinct, to being able to communicate in a limited manner. Evolution. That is a reasonable hypothesis. She has undergone a transformation. During a mission, I read about a religious cult that operates on the Iberian coastline. The Church of the Deep. You seem to know a lot about them, Federico. Have you seen similar creatures on previous missions? Rarely. But you have. That makes things easier to explain. I had reason to read up on it a while ago. We may be working with the Iberian Inquisition concerning that cult. They've caught His Holiness' attention. I didn't expect to run into them here. I didn't expect them to be here at all. Darkable noble deep girl with horns was safe in Laterano. Now he wants to take her away even more. Yeah, that was just a justification back then, but yeah, that's true. Their pieces are kind of falling into place. It's a difficult problem. Difficult and dangerous. I doubt I would have gotten the upper hand if that visitor was trying to do more than slow me down. This is irritating. I really need to get back to form. Even Serpile will start looking down on me at this rate. Back to the situation at hand. Are you sure you would have told Gerald all that? He has a right to know. We should have? Yeah, you should have told Gerald. Alright, what's the plan now? Investigate. What? Fires don't start on their own. Something is not right with the fire at this aquarium. And the flower. No, I can't be sure yet. First, I need to find what caused the fire. Yeah, what's the deal with the flowers? They kinda been in the background. It's kinda sus. And also, I mean, to be fair, Virtuos has also kinda been in the background, right? If we didn't know more of her, it would also be weird that she has just been popping in and out at times. Sorry to wake you at this hour. It's okay. I almost couldn't sleep anyway. Let everyone know. We can leave at any time. But didn't you say we were leaving in the morning? What changed? Is it because of that fire? I guarantee you, it wasn't Raymond who did it. We don't need to... No, I don't suspect him. Then... Oh, that was weird. Okay. We have a situation. I'll explain later, but we can't wait until morning. Still no word from the team we sent out? No, strange. Might have run into trouble. Rochelle goes up in ranking, yeah. Should I take a few guys and check it out? No, we'll go together. Make sure everyone sticks together. No one wanders off on their own. I'll scout ahead. Have the old folks come with me. You take the rear guard with Raymond, alright? Something's not alright. I can see it on your face. What's going on? You're anxious. Why? The IRS is on to me. Oh, okay, let's go. Because of the Laterans? Nothing gets past you. You're always cautious, Reed. Stop. It's not my name anymore. Sorry, I just... Gerald cannot finish his sentence. He realizes why his old friend could tell something was wrong at a glance. He realizes he had his hand on the hilt of his dagger. He is turning from Gerald the Hunter to the mercenary he once was. I guess he kinda already was becoming that, right? Because even Executor noticed that before. The S in IRS stands for Sancta, yeah. Sorry, it felt too much like our Castle days. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I have a bad feeling about this. Call it a hunch, but we should leave as soon as possible. Yes, as soon as possible. Take the ones who are ready. We go now. Like I said, you're the boss, your call. But the last time you had a hunch, it was about finding a place and having a better life. Well, we'll find it, I swear. I believe you. You found this place for us. True, yes. I hope it goes smoothly. I'm sorry, Eileen, but I can't take you this time. Will you blame me for it? What will you think if you could see this? Man. Hey, Shadow! It is getting interesting, I agree. How you doing today? Hope it's going well. Who's there? It's me, Gerald. Are you busy? There's something you should know. Oh. Oh, huh. Been a while since we've seen Clement. Wow, that old man is intimidating, isn't he? This mission has gotten seriously complicated. Yeah, you can say that again. Sarkis, a fallen angel, and a mad abbot. Give me a break. I'm here with Federico, of all people. Is that a good thing or not? Good question. Just in case. Oren, it's me. What? Are you gonna do it? You got the guys there, right? I suggest you look into the Bishop Stefano. Something's not right with him. Could be dangerous. A hunch? Maybe... I have a bad feeling about this Abby. Well, I guess that's not the right way to put it. It's bad because things aren't that bad. You've been here longer than I have. Don't you feel it? How could there be a place where everyone works so hard? It feels no hope at all. That's just such a sad thing. Right, they met earlier. I forgot about that. Clement decided to go with them after all? Maybe. Federico's the only Sancta doing his job properly, yeah. Surprisingly, he's the one that's doing things better. Wouldn't call about mad? Yeah, I guess mad is not the right word, but it is... I mean, I can see it from his perspective, I would look like that. But I mean, all the years that he's been holding on, yeah. Oh, no. You could argue one way or the other, I guess. Let's see. So I told Raymond about Delphine and Fortuna, not knowing that he didn't know. He got very worked up and concerned. Gerald, are you okay? I'm fine, don't worry. It's not your fault. I just didn't have a chance to tell him. Where's Raymond? He ran out after asking me about Fortuna. He said he was going to get her back. They have Laterans guarding Fortuna. Are you sure about this? The Sancta won't allow it. Raymond was born here. Things are different out there. He doesn't understand the relationship with the Sancta. I remember. You said that relations between the Sancta and the Sarkas are... bad. It might not have been so bad if we were all just civilians. Won't Raymond be in danger? I'll find them. Thanks for telling me. There isn't much I can do. I'm beginning to think we were right, Gerald. You should leave this place. Go now. It's the right choice. Don't wait until tomorrow. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was already leaving. You seem anxious, Clement. Did something else happen? I'm fine. I'm just... Today has been quite a day. It's a little too much. Go, Gerald. You were right. You shouldn't stay here. Something's off about you, Clement. Calm down. You... Oh. Uh-oh. Boss, we have a problem. Another one? Because we've been having problems. He's mad, not mad. Yeah. What is it? We went the opposite way from the scout team, as you had ordered, and we saw troops approaching the abbey. Troops? Oh, right. Laterans, Sancta and Pontifica cohorts. I fought them many times. I know I'm from a mile away. They're going to surround us. They never intended to let us go. Ah, shoot. Daryl draws his fingers back with a start. A moment later, he realizes that it's because his fingertips are too cold. So cold that the leather sheath seems to be burning. Clement. I'm here. What do we do? Don't worry. I've been running for too long. This is just putting things back the way they should be. All will be settled. Tell us what to do, boss. We're prepared to fight. Thank you for spending all these years with me. All of you. Don't talk like that. What are you doing, Gerald? What are you doing? Put down the knife. Calm down. I'm perfectly calm, Clement. The Sarkas exhales, clutches the dagger, and pulls it out from its sheath. It burns. They're always in problem. Yeah, that's kind of how the story goes. Oh, my phone fell. There you go. For an instant there, he had difficulty holding on to his old friend. My mind has not been so clear in a decade. Yeah, Clement is just like an observer of all these situations, like not really any power to do anything, and having, it's going through it. If only blood can end it all, then there's only one thing left to do. Don't worry, the blood of Sarkas is not shed lightly. Oh boy. But that was before? Yeah. Serenade. Blackhorned Angel prays for Dawn's arrival. Isn't it though? Yeah. Raymond! Wait, Raymond! What are you doing? Taking you away from here. I know what's going on. I won't let them take you. No need to be scared. Come with me. We'll help you. No, I'm not scared. Raymond, let me go. You don't get it. Sorry, was I hurting you? I'm okay. I decided to go with them to Aren, Raymond. What? What are you saying? Did they threaten you? You'll die if you go there. I deserve to. Let me go, Raymond. No one threatened me. Kill Fina. I can run away from this. Delphina? That was an accident. No, I don't want to hear that anymore, especially from you. An accident. An accident. Of course I wouldn't point a gun at Fina on purpose. It was a tragic accident, but she's dead. She'll never open her eyes again. She'll never speak to us again. Fortuna, calm down, you'll hurt yourself. I want to calm down. I don't want to be crying like this. Why doesn't anyone blame me? Why does everyone call it an accident? So that means Fina's death didn't matter. I killed Fina. What difference does it make that it was an accident? Breathe. Don't hold it in. Blame the writers. Feeling better? Well, I don't think she will feel better that fast. I'm sorry, Raymond. I shouldn't be like this. But I don't know what to do. I only know that I can't go. I can't run away and pretend nothing happened. I can't accept that it was an accident. This is my sin. No more talking. Don't worry about me, Raymond. It might not be that bad. Terpilia, the Lateran emissary who came today, she was kind to me. I wasn't mistreated. Maybe they'll lock me up when we get to Laterano. I have horns now. I don't know if I'm a Sancta anymore. Doesn't really matter if I'm not. Anyway, I'm fine, Raymond. You... No. Huh? I can't let it happen. I can't just leave you like this, Fortuna. Raymond, what are you... Eek! Hush. Hold your breath. Someone's coming. Yeah, things getting complicated. Just even more. Hey Franco, welcome in. How you doing today? Oh, second. Oh. Hope it's all going well. Let's see. Oh, that's just the gang again. He hung up. When did you get Rich Oliver to your side? That's an exaggeration. He's always been the type who only does what's good for him. He's even better than I am at looking out for himself. Oh? I feel like I'm being watched. Is your paranoia finally cause you to hallucinate, Aren? I'd rather believe that there really is someone watching in the shadows. Just a joke. Don't look at me like that. Where's the fallen angel you were watching? Sound asleep, I will think. How far away did you go? Stay on topic. What were you saying about pushing the schedule forward? Not that you can, but that's not what we agreed on. Why the sudden change? Give me a reason. What difference does it make to you? Not much, which is why I can choose not to cooperate. Unless my memory deceives me, I have command of the troops. I'm prepared to write a report. You're anxious, Aren. What's the matter? This is a secret operation. It's not so easy to deploy troops if the matter of Saints didn't catch His Holiness' attention. Even then, His Holiness seems to have noticed something, and especially sent Federico. You know how hard it is to put wool over Federico's eyes? Do you really think you succeeded? Probably not. But I will say I know him well enough. There won't be much trouble if he doesn't pursue the matter. Our goal is just to stop everyone who wants to live, isn't it? On the other hand, the beast is out of the bag the moment you give the order to attack. Federico isn't concerned about the means, only the end. The beast is out of the bag? Okay, I guess there's no word for cat. Well, isn't there a word for cat? Well, no, feline is like the race, right? So I don't know what the term for cat will be. Meow beast? Meowing beast? I don't know. We're having a problem. Arknights story always, yeah. Cloud beast. Only therapy was cheaper, yeah. Oh, Cloud Beast. Oh, that was it? Oh. I thought Cloud Beast was cheap for some reason. It sounded like it anyway. The goat cat. Kind of what it sounds like, yeah. Let's see. Federico isn't concerned about the means, only the end. Oh, you think so? Let me just make it clear that if you get on his bad side, I can't stop him. So much for the camaraderie. A message? Who could it be at this hour? Oh. Who is it? See for yourself. Bring Aren to their narthex immediately. Federico! You'd think so, yeah. The Cloud Beast. Yeah. So much for the wool. Yeah, speaking of wool. Everything you talked about, I'll take care of. Do as I say. We take control of the Abbey immediately. Get all available hands on it. That urgent? An old man has given the last 60 years of his life to the Abbey. He went so far as to imprison Lateran emissaries for the sake of those Sarkas. He suddenly became open to compromise in desperate circumstances, even proposing something so ritualistic as a final farewell. What do you think? That, plus some circus who are not entirely unknown, and visitors hiding in the shadows. We have to act quickly. I got a bad feeling. Pick of the Sancta, yeah. Oh, well. Bad timing, very bad timing. Take control? What does he mean? Why? Don't you understand? The Sancta lied to us. I have to tell Gerald. I knew it. Those Latrans never intended to play nice. The situation has changed. It's dangerous for you to be with me. Find a safe place. I doubt they'll do anything to you immediately. Wait, Raymond. I changed my mind. I'm coming with you. Damn it, these two guys. If only everyone followed Federico. None of this would have happened. Well, maybe some of this would have happened, actually. Maybe half of it. But, yeah, not everything. And it wouldn't have gotten even worse as it is becoming now. My, what a coincidence to run into you two. Damn it, I'm bailing, yeah. I'm so glad you're safe, Lemon. Any news? Oh, okay, these two. You look concerned, Executor Richel. I found something that I thought warranted investigation. It has to do with the abbot, but anyway, more investigation is needed. What about you, Federico? What are you doing? Work? Okay, that much is obvious. What did you find? Something to do with the circus? Yes. I heard last night's fire was started by angry circus. Is that true? No. What's this? Rehearsing your stand-up comedy routine? Right? Enough jokes. He's gotta know what he's doing at this point, right? Jokes? Yeah, okay. It's kinda like... He knows what he's doing. At least sometimes. Aren and Serpilia will be here soon. Yeah, you called it, Mateo. Well, by the sound of it, you knew Aren hate on purpose from the get-go. Obviously. That's just his luck, isn't he? He just can't seem to get away from you, whether at the Summit of Nations or now. I allowed Aren to act on his own accord, because the complicated situation of the Sanctilaminum Ambrosi called for a plan B. Well, maybe he needs a reminder. Oh, Pat, the gang's all together. Let's go. Physics not involved? Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. So, what's going on? I was told to come immediately and bring Aren. Ah, there you are, Aren. Finally decided to show your face? It has been a while, M1. Can't you be a little nicer to me? We're partners on this mission, after all. It's because we're partners that you're still able to talk. Damn, with that face. Whatever your plan was, the situation here doesn't call for that kind of aggression. It's time to stop, Aren. Well, might be too little too late. Couldn't you two pretend you didn't see anything, like that guy over there? Oh, I would prefer if you didn't drag me into this. I will deal with Rochelle when we return to the notarial hall. Gracias, Aren. As for you, Aren, thank freaking snitch. If you truly believe there is need for you to operate independently, you may try to persuade me. Well, since there is no one else here, I'll cut straight to the chase. Funny choice of words. Sanctiano meetup, yeah. Are we winning, Richelle? Damn it, Aren! Did you really think I wouldn't notice that you were trying to let those two kids go? A fallen Sancta in a circus. Even a blind man will notice. Oh, okay, so she did notice. I've been patient for far too long. No wonder she, brushed it off so easily. Are you criticizing my methods? Not at all. But I have my own methods. We've wasted too much time here. It's time we consider, I guess? What the heck? It's time to consider how we can get this done quickly, with no loose ends. And so you decided to deploy a special forces unit? You made it sound so easy. You know full well that deploying troops and giving the order are two different things. Do you know how hard it was to come up with a justification that even His Holiness will not rebuke? Now, I have one. That circus boy, Raymond? Arson of a sacrarium is a serious offense. That's before I mentioned that he's a circus. We're perfectly justified in seizing him and taking the investigation into our hands. He was not the one who set fire to the sacrarium. Your justification is baseless. I have no need for your intervention until I uncover the truth. Let's go. The truth? Is the truth really important? What is more rational and logical than taking control and securing order? Did you not consider it, Federico? Is the truth really so important to you? Did you not consider the possibility of the lockers resisting, Aren? I didn't think you'd say something so silly, Lemon. If the circus want to resist, so much the better. Yeah, I guess give them an even better excuse. If I'm going down, I'm dragging y'all, yeah. Pretty much. Who's there? Uh-oh. Sound of knocking echoes through the hall. The door creaks open, and the unusually bright rays of the moon pour in through the gap. There's a figure standing in the moonlight. No, hi, Clement. Senor Federico. Yep. Clement? I finally found you, Senor Federico. I was asked to bring you this. By whom? What is... The rest of the sentence vanishes into the night. The tall and thin figure approaches, his back to the moonlight, his head bowed. It is as if all the light in the room had converged upon him, but the overly bright light also cast a dark, suffocating shadow. Now, Federico sees what Clement is holding. What he said he was asked to bring, Federico. A dagger. Old, but no less sharp for it, once hidden in the belt of a certain someone. Next to the dagger, there is a package wrapped in cloth that has been dyed a deep shade of red, from which some sort of liquid continues to drip. What is it? It is... The sinner, old Stiffendale, offers his head freely. The sinner had admitted responsibility for all the crimes, all the evils committed hitherto. He has now paid his price. All that remains is a band of insignificant vagrants. Will the reverend emissaries of Laterano show grace and mercy? Yeah. Sadly, sad to me is that CG when it happened, so yeah, I knew it was coming eventually, I just didn't know when or how it will come about. Yeah. Honestly, that's probably one of the darkest CGs. Yeah, I mean, Arknights is always like... That's, it's a story of extremes, right? There's a lot of light and a lot of dark. And yeah, that one... Yeah. Yeah, they pretty much just show it as it is. Yeah. Yeah, I remember they even made an edit. Or like, you know, the Christmas edits that they will make. They even made that for that, yeah. Man. Damn, yeah, even Federico is stunned, like, that's how you know. Yeah. This is what you wanted in the end. It would take him better in society, Senor Doran. Yeah. Senor Federico, I bring you Gerald's last words. He begs you to take the head of the fugitive host and his weapon. In exchange, spare Fortuna and Raymond. Spare the other Sarkas. What a way to end it. I mean, I'm glad they ended it there, right? Because that's definitely a moment of... Yeah, let's take a moment to think about things. In the meantime, let me drink some water. Yeah, but 07 for Gerald there. Yeah. Will be really awkward now if he refuses. Yeah. What scares me is there's still 3 notes to go. Well, 4 actually. So, what are we gonna get into here? I guess only one way to find out, right? Yep. 07 all the way. Damn. Though no longer unblemished, the flower still has not changed. It is Federico he's talking to. I mean, we'll see. I mean, he will see things practical, right? But for better or for worse, I don't know. Eileen. Look here, host. You got to hand it to Clement. You really planted the flowers in front of the statue prettier than anywhere else. I'm surprised Stefano was okay with it. Digging a hole in the sacrarium floor, searching for the right dirt, all that. Take it easy, you're injured. It's just a little scratch. Even little scratchers can get worse. And call me Gerald. Alright. You're starting to nag like Stefano. That's why his face is all wrinkly. Don't end up like him. Worry less, meddle less. That's the key for a long life. Don't say that. Stefano wants the best for the Abbey. It's thanks to him that we get to live here. I know. I'm just saying, he worries too much. I'm afraid it'll become too much for him. Stefano is considered stubborn, even amongst the circus. He won't budge on what he thinks is right. But that's one of the reasons we found refuge here. He says the circus are just like other people. And he's right. Well, you and I will have his back if things get too much for him. We'll repay our debt. And stop thinking about what happened in the past. We turned our backs on Theresa when we left Castle. You can't go back, Gerald. Neither of us can. Good night, Rizal. Take care. Thank you for coming by. Yeah. I know. Don't need to remind me. I don't remember when I stopped believing in Her Highness's vision. I couldn't see the future of the circus in our two rulers. It's okay. I'm fine. We have a new life now. I led those who wanted to leave away from Castle. I'll take responsibility. Life is much better than it used to be. Be careful. We don't have the same resources we did before. And there are some tough customers among the bandits. Aren't you being a little too careful? How long will it take for the infamous mercenary to become a humble hunter out in the middle of nowhere? 5? 10? Gerald. Yes? Have you really thought about what you look like when you put down your weapons for real and settle in as humble hunter? What will I look like? No, I've never thought about it. Oops, I clicked something out of the window. What will I look like? You'll see for yourself, Eileen. A long time ago, Gerald used to look up at the night sky when he needed a breather after killing. Rip Gerald, you would have loved Rose Island. True. Man. The sky is an oppressive black. The campfire has gone out, and even the embers have cooled. Bloodied mercenaries wipe away the dirt from their faces, gazing at their equally battered comrades, briefly pondering questions they hardly have the luxury to think about. Can Sarkas like them truly hope for a happy life? He once believed that day will come when the Sarkas rebuild their home, but he feels more helpless with each passing day. They have shed too much blood. They will run out of blood before their monarch's vision comes true. Eventually, Gerald abandoned Castle, bringing along those grasping for breath, running from the land they once fought to the death for. They hid from the world, ultimately finding a place that will take them. All they wanted was a normal, peaceful life. The dream came true, once. When did life turn bitter and oppressive? It is like a fine dish on the table that no one has tasted. It has gone bad. It has gone bad through no one's doing. If only blood can end this all, then there is only one thing left to do. Yeah. Don't bother trying to change my mind, Clement. I can't go, and I won't go. I never told you my old name. It's not a past I'm proud of. An infamous deserter. A broken man. With me here, they have an excuse to harm the others. Don't be so sad. I'm just going to see Eileen. Death is familiar enough to me. I'm used to trading death. My life is a small price to pay for the lives of all the others. And don't worry about the ones left behind. I'll follow my order. Raymond is young. He might be impetuous. Do try to calm him down, won't you? Finally, tell Stefano that we probably shouldn't have stopped. That when we were wandering the wastes, maybe we shouldn't have tried to stay. But this place was too good. It was like a dream, living together for so many years. Sooner or later, though, we all have to wake up. Tell Stefano, gracias, and paenitet. I leave the rest to you, Clement. Here, at the end of it all, am I a hunter, or am I still a mercenary? I'm sorry, Eileen. I don't suppose you'd like what I become, what I look like now. He was a real leader, is what I will say. We love part-time mercenaries the most. Yeah, but that's a really good point, right? Like, that's what Rhodes Island represents, right? The hope in this, messed up world. And, it is, in a way, I like that there's events like this because it helps not be, right, tell, don't show. Like, that they're actually showing us, how dark this world can get. And because of that, it's even stronger, right? Like, what Rhodes Island can represent. So, yeah. Yeah, I will say it is Arknights at its best in that regard. At least that's how I'm feeling about it right now. Let's see. Dawn has broken. It seemed like a lot has happened. But then it also seemed like it all happened in the blink of an eye. I mean, honestly, that is this event in a nutshell. It was a long night, wasn't it? And yeah, to be fair, it was only one day. A day and night now. That this whole situation has happened. What are you doing? Nothing worthy of your time, Senor Federico. I just wanted to find the flower. Gerald shouldn't go to see Eileen empty-handed. It looks like the fire last night burned everything. There's nothing left. If it's just a flower you want, you wouldn't need to come here. You don't understand, Senor Federico. It's not the same. The flowers here were different. A special breed grown only in this monastery. They represented friendship and hope. Yes, friendship and hope. The abbot told me they were a symbol of Laterano's partnership with Iberia, one of the abbey's most important possessions. Story about hope shines brightest in despair, yeah. It's my favorite. It's all Sancta, yep. Yeah, but very true. Beautiful. I was struck immediately. There used to be flower beds all over the abbey, covering every inch when you looked down from the bell tower during blossom season. Eileen loved the sight of it. So did Gerald. And they were scared to talk of the circus, But they got along a lot better after the first bloom season. People realized that the cruel and warlike circus will stop to take a look when they pass by the flower beds. They will take a flower or two to put in their homes. They weren't fearsome desperados. They were no different from us. There is one here. Ah, you mean the one beneath the statue? I saw it. It was lucky to lie beneath the statue when it fell. But it's not the one I wanted. Why? Look at it. Don't you see? It may have hid itself beneath the statue, but its stem is broken and its petals are burned. But it's still here. Is it? I used to believe there were things that could survive, no matter the adversity. You may laugh, but I truly did. Life wasn't easy, but all was good. Aminta Nina will make snacks for the kids when she has the time. Have you ever heard of herb pisel? Aminta Nina and Hyman made them from a Lateran recipe using Sarka's herbs. A dessert that everyone loved. One that belonged to this abbey. This abbey alone. Aminta Nina used to say things tasting bitter fruit is all well and good, but the children should grow up knowing more than bitterness. They should know what sweetness tastes like. I will commit this dessert to memory. It's not important. We forgot the taste of sweetness a long time ago. No one makes pisel anymore. I find myself curious at times. If Sancta weren't so special, if everyone in Laterano was mundane, normal, insignificant as I am, will the holy city still look the same? I wonder if that will come in now. Well, we know that has happened with the law and, well, what we might see in this next event. That's interesting. Metaphors, yeah. With the flowers, yeah. Was Laterano be Laterano? That's a good question. I'm glad we read through this event then before that. I don't know. That's a shame. Clement, do you no longer have faith? Have your beliefs changed? I was just made to see reality. Things are not as immutable as people think. Testing them only harms them. One little flaw, one little imperfection, one tiny little wound, and it's broken beyond repair. Like the flower you found. Flowers I'm looking for is no longer here. It's almost time for matins. I should go. Goodbye, Senor Federico. What are Sancta? Asked Andoin. Yep. The common thread here. Ooh, Federico introspection. Federico Diallo stands alone in the morning light of the sacrarium. The marks left behind by the flames have already been scrubbed away, deprived of its furnishings. The sacrarium feels empty, with only the sound of footsteps to fill in. Federico is an outstanding executor. He has been with the notarial hall for 6 years, carrying out his duties with excellence. But this is his first year as a saint. There is no one to guide them or instruct them. The silent saint picks up the broken and burned flower. The statue protected it from the flames. It was a miracle that it survived the fire. But this miracle is worthless in the eyes of another. The flower is still here. But it is not the one he wanted. Wounds beyond repair. I don't understand. Will Laterano still be Laterano? Insufficient data to reach a conclusion. Executor Federico realizes with a start. Clement's expression was too calm. He did not mention Gerald's death, nor the arrangements of the other Sarkas. What about himself? Words without actions have no power. That is why he did not say he will find out the truth. Nor did he say he will fulfill Gerald's last request. Federico gazes at the broken flower before his eyes. He has a feeling. A feeling that, someday, he will find the answer to all his questions in this flower. Surprisingly chill music. CG also appeared in Toontown. Oh, it seemed familiar. Are this the flower? Because I was wondering, like, oh, why is it a burned flower? No, it's really cool. One day we'll be in this position too. Yeah. Morning, Sarah. It's time to wake up. Aren, wake up. Aren. Mama came back yesterday. Huh? She came back? Where is she? It must be her. Look. A new blanket from Mama? It's a little torn, but there are pictures of circles on it, and people with wings, like what Mama promised us. Who cares if it's a little torn? Mama's clothes are torn too. We have to be good. I know. Let's go and find Senor Federico. Can we play with Senor Federico today? No, silly. We're going to tell Senor Federico that Mama came back to see us last night, so he doesn't need to worry. No. Well, the structure of that was interesting, wasn't it? Putting that little scene at the end. Interesting. Sorry, Mama turned into a 30-meter class titan and now it's humans. We need to go to Lateran and retake Valmaria. Wholesomeness jump scare for real. Sorry, had to take a second to fix my mic. There you go. There you are, Father. It's your turn to clean the chapel today, Jory. Gracias. Just doing my job. I had trouble sleeping anyway. I'll fetch the sacramental bread. No need. Oh, right, look at me. Dust all over my hands. Say, do you smell something? It's pretty faint. A strange smell? No, a pleasant one. It's fresh. I sense in it vitality. It's hard to put into words. Like standard downwind. Don't know where it comes from, but I feel like I'd get somewhere if I followed it. I think it's the smell of flowers, Jory. We don't have enough flour. The flour powder was added to the sacramental bread. The few remaining bottles of wine in the cellar have started to go sour, so I also added some flour powder to those too. Clement harvested some flowers a couple of years ago, grinding them into powder and storing it into the cellar. He loves the flowers, just as he loves us. Ryuko said, it smells fishy, yeah. Yeah, I don't think he knows yet. Unless he doesn't, yeah, we didn't see when he was told, or when he found out. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see. This will be the final communion we take before the abbey departs. We are short on food, however, so we must reduce each share of sacramental bread, even mixing in other grains. Please don't say that. I'm very much looking forward to today's communion. Then go and wash your face. Come back with the others when it's time for matins. I'll do the rest myself. Yes, Father. What is he cooking? Aside from bread. Will we be saved after today, Father? All of us. Sancta and Sarkas. Will we all be saved? Even though Gerald is already... Oh. Okay, I guess he does now. Go, Jory. Okay. See you later, Father. Yeah. I guess, yeah, we haven't seen what decision they came to. The old man closes the door, because we moved on from that scene. He climbs the chancel window. Stefano Torregrossa, the aging abbot of Sanctiliminium Ambrosi, carefully divides the sacramental bread and wine. His head is bowed. It is still early. The dim morning light shines through the windows behind the holy statue. The face of the statue is hidden in darkness, as is the abbot's own. Yes, we will all be saved. What does that mean? Does it smell fishy? Oh. She walks into the broken sacrarium, crushing the charred remains of plants to powder beneath her feet. The arched roof of the sacrarium has collapsed in the fire, exposing the interior in the sunlight. The wind has carried away the smell, but there is no one to clean up the rubble. Virtuosa? The marks of the fire will remain forever, unless the chapel is rebuilt. She takes a look at the collapsed statue, and abruptly turns to the empty space behind her. Oh, yep, hello. Where were you now? Humans struggle, punish and forgive themselves. Like a sonata at its climax, the key is dancing a frantic tune. When a decision is made, the long and steady coda begins. The emptiness at the end of the catharsis, yet indefinitely determined. Or infinitely. Yeah, infinitely determined. Emotions are complex, but the changes are always alike. The melody is conventional, regular, devoid of surprise. I sense your serenity. You have made your choice. In any case, the song I should play is you. You're the voice of your own heart, here at the very end. You lost, vibrant soul. Clement? Or the father? The troublemaker is back, yep. Here she is. Let the hearts be gone. Banger. All the pots and shopping ports. Signs of bacon. No smell of yeast in the air. Oh, I guess it's unleavened bread. It looks like they were preparing the Eucharist here. The Eucharist? Eucharist, yeah. There is unidentified debris. Feels wet. Is it because we're underground? No. There is flour left in the corner. Why is it so damp and sticky? The smell... Is this the only path the Pia Sapos saw at the end of it all? Can't get in touch with Federico. El Aren? Will only make things more complicated. Am I the only one who's going to have to do this? I barely know where Iberia even is. This is such a headache. Okay. What are you scheming, Richel? Wet and fishy, yeah. What a great combination. My forces will soon surround the monastery. I will command them to block every path in and out. You stay here and coordinate with the assault. What is it? Are you sure you want to do this, Aren? Did you go over to Lemon's side the moment you saw her? I don't think I need to waste my time explaining this again. But I'll stop you, Aren. Oh, Lemon? I was thinking. Ugh, she caught up. Buy time while I rendezvous with the troops. No way. Do you see the expression on her face? I'm not getting on her bad side. I still remember when she dragged me out of the school and confiscated my drone. I never saw it again. Gracias, Serpilia. You never thought to convince the abbot to bring the monastery back to Laterano. That's your job. You never intended to let any of the Sarkas leave. You've even got commandos deployed to carry out your plan. 50 men, limit of what I can muster. What are the Lateran's laws to you, Aren? I will submit myself to His Holiness' judgment when we get back. Though I don't think I've done anything that should be punished. You know the consequences of an assault on the abbey. The people here, both Sancta and Sarkas, are like travelers who lost their way in the wilderness, found warmth by a campfire. The campfire guides their kin to rescue them. Other poor wandering souls. They have no one to count on. They are weak and frightened, but they still hold on to their precious kindness. That's why Gerald gave his life to plead with us, and ordered the Sarkas under his leadership to keep the peace between the two sides. But what if the campfire has attracted some beasts? I wish I could say pretty words and do this kind of work everyone admires, Cardinal Aid Lemon. But I can't. You never traveled the war-torn waste with thousands upon thousands of refugees. It's in the dark clouds that blankets the skies over Londinium. Where is Iberia, Richel? Here. But I thought you would at least have a tacit understanding with me. Give some thought to the danger of letting those Sarkas go. I mean, they did say that this blade was built by both Iberians and from Laterano, right? Lateranians, so... yeah, in a way, I guess. Yeah, I guess he found them. The atrocities the Sarkas committed in Victoria are well known. They continue to spread their terrors across the land. The lands. If you truly believe in His Holiness' plan, believe in the value of the legati, then you should understand why Laterano can be merciful here. The friendship that Laterano built with the Summit of Nations is more fragile than the paper window of these corridors. The Sarkas in the Abbey are resentful and affected by Arturia's arts. There is no telling what lengths they will go in order to get revenge after they leave. Plus, what will happen if word got out that the Lateran nomadic abbey has been colluding with the Sarkas for decades? How will Laterano uphold its sanctity among the nations of Terra? How will she maintain her already fragile diplomatic ties? What will the Holy City look like when the fires of war burn? 50 men, that's all it will take to resolve the situation here, and bury it all in darkness. Right, so you would just want to keep the status quo, right? These Sarkas are hunters, farmers. The only mercenary is dead. We saw proof with our own eyes. You're planning a massacre. You talk about upholding Laterano's sanctity, when you're the one defiling it. Don't you see the hypocrisy in that? You're the hypocrite here, Lemon. The Lemon the Silent I know wouldn't have blinked at something like this. Did 5 years of sleep change you? Or was it the so-called martyr? Oh, yeah. Or I never managed to say the name. The wheelchair closes the distance in the blink of an eye, and his midsection meets the barrel of a sniper rifle. Leaning against the wall, he barely manages to stay on his feet, and it takes all his effort to keep his voice level. Let's go, Lemon. Go on. Damn. Lemon the Silent. I told you not to get on her bad side. She did warn him multiple times. His official nickname now? The Martyr? Yeah, I guess so. Team 2 at target location. Charges set. Lemuante being silenced. All 3 exits on the blueprints of Sanctillarian Ambrosia are under control. If anyone tries to get out, the explosion will collapse the passage and force them back. Or like bury them under the rubble. Team 2 was laughing about not being too precise here. Go ahead. Teams 3 and 4 have taken the highest ground. We have sniper cover in all directions. All teams in position. Right on time. Reverend Aren, we're in position to begin the assault on the Sargas in the Abbey. Repeat, we are in position. Call them off, come on. What is it? No response. That's not good. Don't worry about it. He probably has his hands full with an extra large crab. What? Does that happen a lot? Yeah. All the time. First time on a special operation? Chill. The Latran wants us over you. Just make sure you're ready. We'll go in the front door if we can't reach Oren, or if there's any unusual activity. No, crud. Well. Oh, hey guys. Yeah, where were you guys all this time? No one in the hallway. Quick, this way. That way leads out the Abbey. Are anyone looking for Gerald? No, I need to get you to safety first. Well, yeah. How long has it actually been? How did it take them this long to get out? Didn't you hear? The Laterans are taking the Abbey by force. That woman Serpilia might have played nice, but the army won't. You can be seen by the Lateran army. You're fallen. To them, you're evil. Go ahead, Raymond. I can handle it. Don't let me interrupt you. What? Don't let me interrupt you. I did Fina. I mean, I get what she was saying, but that was weird. They've been descending those stairs the whole night, yeah. Just really carefully. Laying low as much as possible and sneaking about. I mean, yeah, we're probably laying low, but weird, yeah. Really seemed like they were just walking around. All I mean to say is that you never changed. Not me, Fortuna. Not to me, Fortuna. I did kill Fina. Yeah, something like that. And anyway, you're in the same boat we are. It's not only going to mean more trouble for the others if you stay behind. Alright. I'll do as you say. But what about you, Raymond? Will you be alright? Don't worry. Gerald made plans for everything. I'm sure he anticipated something like this. I'll come back and help him once I found a safe place for you. Your palms are sweating, Raymond. What's going on? Nothing, just a feeling I can't describe. Like a heavy weight. Maybe it's just that I didn't eat breakfast. If not for all this, we will be having communion right now. With Gerald and everyone else. We'll have plenty of chances. Take a deep breath, Raymond. I'll be the one pulling you along now. Dang. As they're helping each other. This way. The rooms here are all empty. No one will see us. I'm fine. We're almost to the front door. The Lateran's mine heroes open the door. We go right as soon as we're outside. The rocks and tall grass should provide cover. Are you ready? I pull the latch. No, shoot. What are they gonna stumble upon? Oh, yeah, hi. That's what I thought. Yeah, they probably wouldn't know. What bad timing. What a sweet pair. What bad timing. Yep, I think that describes the situation very well. This is... So that's why I had a feeling. Veteran troops. Stay behind me, Fortuna. Team 1 here. Circus side out of the front door. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow, we're actually going into the fight. Dang, okay, they usually, yeah, they haven't done the timing this time. But the timing of, what's it called? Yeah, they start a fight and then it starts the stage. But I guess when it works, but why isn't this? Oh, I see. That was weird. So... Huh. Is it 6th and the stage with Yeah, save for Fortuna. Interesting. Alright, let's do the after. Yeah, that's a good question. Because in this stage, Lieutenant Sarkas, I mean, they did seem to be the mercenaries, but as I said, they weren't mercenaries gone, so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the logic is. Good morning, Your Excellency. Good morning again, Jory. Please see to the others. Yes, Father. Father Abbot, we... Much has happened to late Cyril. Much has happened as of late, Cyril. I understand your unease. Should we have come? Will those people from Laterano... It'll be alright. All who dwell in the Sectilamenon Ambrosi are welcome in this chapel. That's how things have been for the last 10 years. Sit up front, Cyril. Just like always. No need to worry. Laterans do not interrupt the communion in progress. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, nice, what do I call it? Immunity, I guess. Please, take your seats. Join me in a moment of prayer. Wait, listen, and feel the peace and tranquility. I am Stefano Torregrossa, abbot of the Sacrileminum Ambrosi. In 10 years, I never learned how to pronounce that. The words believer and kin are not used here. The mundane world has a certain conception of the Sarkas and the Sancta, vice versa. Order and chaos, peace and war, angels and devils. We share the same conceptions. Our halos and horns are our most distinctive features, symbols etched in the very essence of our life. Our existence alone draws the attention of others. Yet we have seen the sun rise and set thousands of times together, and we gather here today to partake in communion, to share shelter and blessing. We have spent varying lengths of time here at the Abbey, but even the newcomers amongst us have been here for more than a decade. For a much longer time, we had no way of knowing whether we had been abandoned or forgotten. We did not know what perils the path ahead will hold, that we will meet at a fork of which no one will know. That's it, if they never end the communion, they can stay here forever, yeah. There you go. Does it feel like the Siracusa confession when Rubio told his last words? Yeah, it's something like that. Something's going down. Needless to say. Okay. We had conflicts. We had secrets. But we tried to accept one another. We know the names and habits of everyone in this chapel. We shared food and sheltered one another from wind and rain. We fought beasts and bandits together. We built houses and paved roads together. We plowed fields and harvested them together. We were brothers and sisters. We loved each other and treasured one another's peace and happiness as our own. The bonds that tie us went beyond and any physical trait or telepathic connection, transcended any difference in faith or ideology. Yet after having endured the long night, it was the fleeting cold before the dawn that overcame us. The nuncios from Laterano, the executors, and the emissaries from a distant realm. They all had their own plans, brought new hope, and forced painful choices. We lost our battered pillars to fire, and the respected and trusted brothers to conflict. Stefano Torregrossa sought that which was most good, even if the answer was an unproven one. For this, I seek your forgiveness. Sanctilaminum Ambrosi is not paradise, but it is our common home. I have faith that we will make the same choice. Laterano and Siracusa share the same writing, there you go. Now, I invite you to take communion. Hey, that is a good strategy, not gonna lie, yeah, let's just continue that until... I don't know, until they leave, I guess. It ain't much, but it's honest work, yeah. Does it hurt? Could be worse. You put on a brave face, but I can hear your teeth chattering. barrel of a rifle will never be worse than a bullet. You can have one of those too if you want. I can feel your seething anger. You're angry that I violated the purity of your faith. That proves your thinking as a Lateran. Your mission is to bring the Sanctilaminum Ambrosi back to Laterano, and to help the lost Lateran kin there. My mission is to preserve what makes Laterano Laterano. Set your sentimentality aside, Lemon. We're in agreement here. Enough with your sophistry. Did you learn it from the Victorian nobles or Colombian merchants, Legado Soren? I said it. The sudden appearance of beasts will frighten wanderers. I'm not going to stand by and watch a massacre happen. The commandos will be in position any moment now. You can't stop me. I can incapacitate you, then deal with them. You may have surprised me once, but it won't work again. Not unless you actually put a bullet in my brain. Alright. Is that so? Yeah, there you go. Could be worse. Badly, yeah. Lemon, Oren? Don't tell me you're really going to... Let's go. A loud crack interrupts the exchange. Again and then again, before anyone could react. So loud that it sounds like the patron firearm was being fired right next to their ears. They could not even hear their own heartbeats for a few seconds. The projectile leaves a long trail in the damp morning air. Let's go. I am Executor Federico of the Laterano Notarian Hall. That was a warning shot. It was like 3, but same difference. Cardinal A. Lemoine, Legatus Oren, and Tactician Serpilia of the 6th Tribunal. I command you to cease your pointless altercation at once. I see no need to understand your positions or mediate your conflict. The mission remains incomplete. Newly emerged factors continue to present a risk of escalation. This monastery needs order. If there is no contradiction between you, yet conflict remains unsolved, if empathy is not enough to prevent a community from disintegrating, then I will be order. That warning shot was also intended for the special forces outside. Lateran troops will not enter the Sanctilaminum Ambrosi without my express authorization. You were the one deployed them. You were the one who deployed them, Oren. You will restrain them. Order them to pull back 1 kilometer and stand by. Lemon and Serpilia, the 2 of you have been in contact with the Sancta and Sarkis populations here. You will reassure them and prevent the situation from escalating. Meet me in the chapel once you have finished your tasks. Richelle has uncovered a lead and is following it. I will finish the one responsible for the situation. I will find the one responsible for the situation. Oh yeah, he is the saint. That's right. FedEx is here for the rescue. Yeah. Hell yeah. You will act now. Let's go. Yeah, it was good timing that he got the saint state. You all doing your silly things here, but you have forgotten that half of you are under arrest. Right? That's true. He was looking for Aren before. Let's see. Now, I invite you to take communion. Why the question marks? Guess I didn't make it in time. Richelle peeks through a gap in the door and sees the gathered crowd return to their seats with sacramental bread and wine. In the chancel, the aging abbot looks up towards the door, almost as though he's looking at Richelle. Oh, crud. Richelle thinks for a moment, then closes the door. He thinks for another moment, then takes out a spare gun grip, which he uses to latch the door handle. Oh. Almost. All that's left is to wait for it to finish. Did Federico run into trouble? I guess I'm the only one taking care of things here now. What a chore. I should have taken the mission to search for the missing legados in Sarkon. Might have been a little far, but dealing with the people of the Sand has got to be less complicated. I don't know about that one. So I wonder what it means exactly. Am I doomed to be a workaholic? Truly our fate lies not in our hands. Let's see. Patron firearm in good working order. If everyone inside... Is 1 bullet per head enough? Don't tell me I have to use my fists. Should apply for paid leave once I get back to Laterano. And I don't know how I better approve it, considering my workload. What, is this dude trying to recreate that one scene from Kingsman? Damn. Born to be happy, forced to be rich. Yeah. Dang, dude. Let's talk about this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I didn't realize this one. Doing bad love, life may be tough, but we'll pull through along with our brothers. And yeah, the devout follower. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe I did read too much last time, because it's actually, yeah, it's been going pretty fast. Let's go. Oh boy. All is prepared. Come, Matins. The people will take their final communion. Will your strings lament for me? Or will they celebrate me? I am clueless about music, Arturia. Just as I cannot understand you. Here you stand, and here I empathize with you. Yet you seem a total blank. I am no more than free to perform according to your Excellency's will. My music is but a mirror. A mirror? Huh. I'll better approve my paid leave. The dude who is arguably under arrest, yeah. Another good point. A mirror. Huh. Which can also call her blind. Oh, yeah. Huh. It went more. Yeah, I mean, you can say that about Zwilling Storm in general, yeah. This is what's said in Zwilling Storm, just with a lot more words added to it. But yeah, that was, I will say, that was probably one of the more cathartic moments of that event. The Witch King just kinda shooting her down completely. Yeah, that was nice. The elderly abbot lifts a porcelain trail, his hands quivering amid strings overtones. He appears as if wrestling with a sound that echoes through the dark, awaiting their end. He was still young when the sound of paradise arose in the Abbey's years. In the Abbey years and years ago. So young that his reflection on the fountain did not yet show a single hair of white. He'd been waiting years just for that, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the Witch King is the one that I can forgive for all the yapping, because, he had been waiting for a while. To finally speak on, Originum and everything. Wild fowls were drawn to these roving soils, fluttering through skies rich with organ chords, flying for the square. In his old age, the last abbot handed the monastery down to him, Cleric Stefano, the youngest of them all. You must be their keeper, that they live in paradise. And how? And how? How would I see them stay in paradise? Abbot Torregrossa shut his eyes. Storied is his life. The strings continue to echo, 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 and then he lets his hands go. Ah, how painful. So this is your choice. Dang, that's the most concerned I've seen Arturia. Even she is concerned, man. Galfal Beast, Wild Fowls, false crewmate confirmed. Finally found them. From behind the sealed chapel entrance comes the muffled sound of speech. Federico stands in the spacious hall for a while, listening, then turns to walk upstairs. Equipment normal. The only loss has been one communicator. Oh, he didn't put the fish eggs in? Oh man. Current objective remains unchanged, proceeding with mission. Locked onto suspect. Oh, I didn't see the CG, so I didn't know it was him. Or the sprite, yeah. Yeah, okay. All the things in there. Only loss has been confirmed the hairline. Communion should be over by now. Is it as bad as in there as I think? Signs point to yes. Damn. How's Federico? Unreachable. The Church of the Deep doesn't breed pushovers for monsters. Does he know that? Someone needs to do the work. Is that Son Lemon and Serpilia? They got your message and went underground to investigate. Now, alright. That means the trickiest job, the trickiest job of all is all ours. Let's open up. Oh boy. And be where we may, and face what we may, it remains that we must respect each other in... It remains that we must respect each other in kind, care for each other in kind. Good morning, emissaries of the Holy City. The trays are empty. Richelle, get every inhabitant under control. I'll handle the abbot. Is there something amiss, emissary? Amiss? Well, here's the thing. What's got you so down, most reverend abbot? So insistent that Matins today has to be the final one. Well, first of all, what do you mean what's got you... What do you mean what's got you so down? Like, have you not seen what's been going around here? That's the first question. Once you answer that, then we can move on. Amiss, emissary. Yeah. I don't know what the writers are cooking. I'm pretty sure Lemans informed you that after you dug back up with Laterano, there's a real chance you'll continue serving as this monastery's abbot. Emissaries of Laterano, you question me, but on what basis? I have made my choice. Renounce my vain hopes that all could be met with equal salvation. The monastery's course is run. On this final matis, may all our trays be empty. I have just delivered them the news. The Sanctilaminum Ambrosi has agreed to return to Laterano. Return to Laterano? Sir, don't tell me you thought we'd let the Church of the Deep off the hook. I told you, my choice is made. Oren, he's telling the truth. The inhabitants haven't shown any signs of change. I've examined the trays and they're clean. Well, I'm glad they came in and actually addressed things instead of coming in guns blazing, right? Glad they at least thought to do that. So, you know, respect. But it's you and... The priest doing a morning sermon sauce, yeah, what? Yes, I prepared the flesh of those monsters by my own hand, and mixed it all into the bread. But though it was meant for Matins, I locked it away in a cabin in the cabinet underground, lest my starving people ingest it accidentally. Now that all else has left, that which you fear flourishes no longer. He left? This is the key to the cabinet door. Take it. It is my plea. This will prove that what I say is true. Perhaps you will know better how to handle the Church of the Deep's givings. Thank you for cooperating. Looks like my gun's resting easy today. What, are you sad about that? Come again? No, I'm just breathing out, finally. We got the rough part over with. Work should be getting back on track now, right? No, crud. Lemon, guys what the abbot said? I'm bringing the key down now. You don't have to. Someone smashed the cabinet open. It's empty inside. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Lemon scared them away, yeah. Yellow napkins, watery shards all over the floor. All the details line up with the abbot's description. And looking at previous accounts, the consequences of eating this stuff are irreversible. If he'd made them partake already, he wouldn't need to lie to us anymore. Which means someone's gone and thieved this little Eucharist. We have to find them immediately. Finding one person in a navy this big, maybe a tall order. It's hitting me. I think we've all forgotten a few things. Well, yeah, there's been a lot going on. For one, Gerald heard about how that Sancta girl fell, and that dealt him a huge shock. But we would have never let any word out about the falling. How did Gerald learn of it? And for another, just what was the deal with that fire in this aquarium? Without someone else's encouragement, the abbot might not have been so dogmatic either. After all this, I got a bad feeling our abbot's not alone in this despair. In his despair. Oh boy. Clement, or maybe Alice, I can think of anyone else. But yeah, I can't think of anyone else. I'm not thinking Clement right now, but... He was at the scene of the crime, right? Like, he just arrived later? Well, you know, he was there. Orin was like, can I finally recruit this guy to my cause? Nope, he's still too sane, yeah. When Fortuna went into the chapel, I remember somebody else was in there. Oh. Wait, yes? So this is the abbot's choice. Not that it hasn't crossed my mind before, that things will ultimately turn out this way. He is kind-hearted. So kind-hearted that he strove to this day, embracing such lofty ideals, and in turn, he lost to weakness at the very last moment. Oh, but I am not like him. It was long ago that I gave up hope. I think it's him. Oh? A guest? I have to say, I'm a little surprised. I gave you fair warning, but I thought with all your rational, logical judgment, you'd conclude that there are other matters of higher priority to handle, or something like that. Oh, never mind. I mean, I guess that is something that he would say. How long has it been since we last met, Federico? 5? Maybe close to 6 years? Aren't you going to say, discontinue this meaningless speech, fugitive Arturia? Or do you actually plan to switch to a different greeting? Will she imitate his voice like... Will she go, are you going to say, discontinue this meaningless speech, fugitive Arturia, or something like that? I don't know if she's that... Yeah. That's playful. Or do you finally play to switch to a different greeting? Why don't you go back to those days when you lived with me then? And call me Soror. Oh? And you're still not angry? The first instant you came through the door and saw me, you didn't even make a move. That's unlike you. Let me take a guess at why you're out of sorts then. Oh, she's playing? Are you waiting for something? Happy sibling reunion, yeah. Or are you hesitating? Listen, sounds of all kinds fill this little monastery. Sorrow, pain, suspicion, resentment, and despair. All woven together, more exquisitely touching than any man-made clothing will ever be. And how very curious. Federico Giallo, have you felt anything? Is there any note out there that can dance within your brain that one's so different to how normal people think? Fugitive Arturia, I have fully assessed your words and actions. My present priority to address is not you. Oh, well, there you go. That is kind of what she said, right? Imagine she keeps yapping on and I was expecting that, yeah. Oh, hi Clement, yep, there you are. I was expecting him to raise the, the shotgun. That would have been funny. Oh boy. Hi Clement. You're in the chapel, Senor Federico? I thought you and your colleagues all had your eyes fixed on the most reverend abbot. You are the prevailing suspect in the series of abnormalities. I honor His Excellency's choice. We all respect him, love him. This was always the way it will be. We are all under His Excellency's wing. It's simple to understand, isn't it? When every cause sees you expelled from the cities, and your only choice is to roam the waste, and you become sure your end lies in death. When your stomach groans with hunger, and all you ever find is despair, no matter where you walk, eternity seems to have trapped you in this land that eats of men. That's when past a gentle hill, and over the rock, you enter a canyon. You see a building past the dust, a building that could dare to be a city, where its people bring you food, and let you stay in a room for the night. Yes, there is only meager grit-like bread, and a bowl of watery soup. Yes, there are cracks in the walls of the room, forever in need of repair. But you have not died in the waste. You have been admitted. And that is why some of you call this place paradise. Paradise? Yes. Yet it was a sham. Not long after I arrived here, I found that a circus friend of mine who'd caught oropathy had vanished from my sight. I spent an age searching for her, only to find she was here all along, in a room in the basement. They say it used to be a training room. Its walls are sturdier than all. It's to that room that they send the deathly ill. Improvised protective equipment cannot obstruct the propagation of Originium dust with any effectiveness. We didn't have any other way. Maybe you want to tell me how the sick will decide on their own final moments to leave the monastery and go out into the waste alone to wait for death to take them. We can only bury this pain out of sight and cover our ears and turn not to look. We could never save anybody, and there's no one who could save us. But even this facade of serenity is waiting to be shattered in the end. And here we are. You've come. Our mission here is to maintain order. Of course. It wasn't any of you that destroyed our life here. After all, it simply had naturally come to the way it is now, as a matter of course. And no matter how careful I tend to the flowers I plant, when it's time for them to wilt, they will transform in invisible measures until they are beyond recognition. It's all the same. You have been affected by a Arturia. But this is my Arknights, yeah. Obligatory to some siblings interaction. You mean by Senora Arturia's music? Perhaps. In them, I often hear recollections of these things. But she's never been a part of our lives. I know she simply takes our distress or suffering as ornaments of her leisure. And so, how could she ever go far enough to disturb our wills, to make these choices for us? Dangerous articles detected. You have concealed a large quantity of flammable beneath this aquarium. No, this entire monastery. Yes. It was a possible alternative. Whether you came or not, the tranquil life of this monastery was never going to last. Have you seen what hunger and fear of wandering the barrens can drive people to, Senor Federico? I have. Before things reach the point of no redemption, I will end it up. Clement Dubois, you are a suspect in the destruction of the Sacrarium Ambrosi and are involved in multiple cases that concern or have concerned the rights of Lateran citizens. You have been confirmed an executorial target by the Notarial Hall. In accordance with regulation, I will immediately proceed to apprehend you. Oh. Federico never gives more warning than needed. The gun in his hands simply serves the place of speech. Clement has not collapsed. The wasting man clutches at his arm, where all feeling is lost, and gives a bitter smile. Destruction of lighter confirmed. Damn. Why won't you kill me? Why go to the bother of aiming for the lighter? Your actions have not directly led to the deaths of any Lateran citizens. The law will not sentence you to death. The law. So many years I've lived here, hearkening to His Excellency's guidance, following your law. I feel it's behind in ordinary times. Yet in chaos, in the time we need it most, it disappears without a trace. There was some point where the music of Senor Arturia became all I could ever hear. Senor Federico, is it the law Laterano that wants to save me? Or is it you, yourself? Yeah, he was behind a lot of it, apparently. Man, and there comes the boss fight. What does the description say again? Maybe I didn't read it. I may only read the base description. The most ordinary gardener around, Clement Dubois. He holds soil in both his hands. The land is so barren that the flowers which once bloomed can no longer grow. Damn. Clement, behold depression, yeah. Commentary on how life is in general, yeah. I wonder what the conclusion of that will be, because it is interesting. Times when we need the most, it appears without a trace, hits. Yeah, I was gonna comment on that, but I wanna see where things go before that. Yeah. Does Federico even know the difference? Wait, the difference of what exactly? In the meantime, I think I'm gonna... I don't have apples here right now, but I did bring some yogurt, so I'm gonna have a drink real quick. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I see the lot that wants to save me or yourself. Yeah, good point. Yeah, that's a big part of his character. Yeah, Federico often seems to replace his own will with what the law requires. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like choosing not to go after her, yeah. Yeah, that is very interesting. I think that's one of the parts that... I don't know, that's a lot of Federico that I find super interesting. I am actually gonna go to the bathroom, so yeah. Gonna be real quick. Just chug the yogurt. But yeah, so still, I think I should go, yeah, to be fully focused. Continuing the story. I'm not the law is me. I'm not playing to that. Yeah, well, let's see. For the moment, yeah, be right back. See you in a second. Oh, hello. In this respect, both he and his sister are planks, feeling something but not feeling it. Yeah. That is interesting. So cool, yeah, they're both parallel each other. Oh, not BRP anymore. We are back. Alright, let's finish this. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, there we go. Ooh. Here we go. Okay, yeah, but I mean, this will be right after the boss fight, so let's get on the feeling. Let's see. We should have something to look forward to in life. Tutorial is now online. Yep, we're back. Oh, hold on. Which one was it? It's been so long since I've done it. Yeah, we're back. It is a funny thing to say out loud. Isn't it granted after all? If we don't expect the slightest thing out of life, then why are we endowed with life? Born onto this world anyway? It can be just to suffer, can it? You see, children don't think about such strange questions. Oh, childhood. How carefree were your days? Only when we're left behind can we then appreciate its worth. For our adolescence, and for our prime, the same thing goes. Filled with worries, moment to moment. Yet in time you look back and wonder to yourself what those little worries even meant. Back then, we had strength we could never use up. We always wanted to do something or other. We always believed life will get better. And so we were earnest. And so we strove to life, or to live. How strange. Wasn't everything meant to get better? It's hard to say at what point it happened, but it was like I'd lost the vigor to long for the future. Narrower grew the spaces that could accommodate me. Thinner grew the air that could give me breath. Now my life was heavy, and I could see the end of it, and it had hope no more. As if a stone rolling down a mountain. And you can see, and I can see. It's not ever going to stop. It'll just fall, and fall, and fall. Until it's shattered apart. My flowers, they're all gone. Do not step forward. This part of the building has suffered repeated structural damage. It has a high degree of instability. Know the holes like in the event? Clement, come back. No, Senor Federico. I need to look one more time. You previously stated that the flower you were looking for is not here. I did. Just wanted to check. All the flowers are dead. Not one, not a single one, the luck to be saved. I am unable to analyze your behavior. I am unable. I planted these flowers myself, to stand for friendship and hope. But I stopped caring about those things long ago. Nobody follows the flowering season anymore. They forgot the one thing above all they shouldn't forget. Isn't it ridiculous? How some could suspect Raymond of the fire just because he's a Sarkas. They're living beside each other for so long. The harder the times, the closer we should come together. So His Excellency says. I want like nothing else to believe him. By all rights I should. But the truth is placed before me. I can turn my head away. Why do barriers never cease to be? Is mankind doomed never to understand one another? Tiniest chaos is enough to shatter the order. The moment confusion envelops people, begin to hurt one another. Enough. I put up with it long enough. Clement staggers his way before the holy statue, scorched in the fire. No second lucky flower is there, only an old wooden tray, holding a few slices of driest bread. A staff of life somewhat strange in scent, into his mouth goes, and he chews. It is a faint brininess, with a flavor as astringent as it tides. Disgusting. Clement, put down that object. Put it down? No. Last night, I was intended to go into confession, but ended up overhearing the abbot's plan. It made me think, surely this Gerard and his people didn't need to take part. They were about to leave anyway, weren't they? But why? Why did it all turn out this way? Couldn't believe that hardship can unite them. He was so devastated that people started to throw such bad accusations towards Raymond. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Man. Wait of this until it's gone. You are not doing this to prolong your own life. Why are you still attempting to change? I just want an answer. I want to know there's any being in this forsaken world that can save us. Federico knows he must stop the man before him, right now. But in fact, he stands there, rooted in place. Just a few steps outside, Asteria begins to blow her cello, strings cutting through quietest curtains. The sentiments within, Federico does not grasp, and never tries to grasp. But for the very first time, the executor cannot help his own actions. He begins to lose his understanding of himself. Whoa. Since you said Aren L, yeah. I was like, oh, that's right. It's me. Oh, He stands more. Why? Why did he not act the very moment he saw the other party? Why, despite his feeble man consuming a thing that turns people to monsters, has nothing happened at all? The song rises. He rested up by one tone. No, not the bride. Between notes, the silence that disperses seems a mocking joke. Is this blood? So what? This is it? What's the point without... Respiratory rate quickening. It is possible that the blunt force trauma has caused bleeding in your lower respiratory tract or lungs. If steps are not taken, it may lead to suffocation. You require prompt medical treatment. Until then, I will perform first aid on you. No. Dang. Clement covers his mouth with his hands and tries to stifle the sound of his coughing as hard as he can. But still, the blood spills forth from his palms, with a discomforting viscosity, dripping down along the creases in his fingers. He staggers backwards and tumbles to the ground before the statue. The graven image he burned almost seems now to accept him once more. Murderer bereft of strength that he is, its broken arms fall to either side, as if in gentle embrace. Clement feels a wave of peculiar warmth. Get Clement to eat them all, yeah. Ruined man by the ruined statue. It's true. Look at me. Aren't I entirely alright? So even this turned out to be false. The abbot was made a fool of. There's no god up there. But the weight originates from some kind of oceanic detritus. It is exceedingly probable to have induced mutation on the physiological level, but it has never had anything to do with the gods you speak of. Ridiculous. You are in terrible condition. Oh, you're in terrible condition. If you continue to worsen at your present rate, you will enter shock, and the risk of death will be enormous. I, on the other hand, am doing fine. Thank you for asking. Really? That's just... not bad. If you wish to leave any last will or testament, I am able to serve as your executor nominate. Will? No. I don't have anything to leave. Lateran, our paradise is a lie. Your faith is hollow. Any friendship, faith, hope, future, it's all gone. No one can really be saved. No one can truly find redemption. Damn. 07 at the ready, boys, yep. Is this a sort of choice? Is this some kind of happy ending? The executor stands there and moves no further forward. Beyond the touch of anything or anyone, all his tribulations gradually fade away. Oops. The weary gardener finally closes his eyes. There you go. Now 07. That's not over yet. Well, yes, it is a crazy climax. Fire away, yep. Still, the lingering sound echoes. Still, I can feel it. shake from the strings to my fingertips in the final moment, a last note so sharp it could tear skin. Yet at the outset, that melody was calm as a babbling brook. Someone outside so ordinary used his own life to prove one thing, that there is no such thing as a savior. His under-yielding mind triumphed over his own changing flesh. Such beautiful music. This is the spirit of mankind, tenacious and free, of a timber those lamentable sea creatures could never know. This song will bring his story to all. They will understand his feelings, exalt his determination, and sing praise of his courage. Clement Dubois will be remembered forevermore. Wouldn't you say so, Federico? Well, with that out of the way, now you're my priority, so... Yeah, exactly. Let's go. I was expecting you to stay there a while longer. After all, you seem to care greatly about the man who died. You even thought his affairs were higher priority than capturing me. Federico, have you learned compassion? Or are you still as you were, unable to discern the emotions others feel, estranged from the crowd? Beauty Arturia, your original marks have once again induced the death of another. I cannot ignore the greatest threat within my fire range. For the laws of Laterano, your sentence will be extended again. It was his will to seek death. Even had I not performed, he will still take this path. Time after time, I simply shed light on the scars across these poor people's hearts, and what the bystanders do but turn and look away. Are you stung by his experiences, just as others are? Federico, you still can't make sense of uncontrollable urges, even now, can you? Just as the abbot persists along his path of thorns. Just as I cannot help but want to perform the emotions of others. I certainly cannot make sense of them. Whether I do or do not, it has no impact on my implementation of the law. There they go, they're both denying themselves there, right? Because as the Witch King says before, right, like she never plays her own song. And Federico, yeah, claims stuff. The implementation of the law. So, yeah. And now I'm noticing it a lot since you guys pointed it out. Well, here we go, yeah. So you really hate Outlandish Seaborn are, yeah. Just giving some time to evolve feelings. They were halfway there last time, yeah. They were straight within my fire range. This should be an OST name. Yeah. That does go hard as the name of the OST. But I proceeded to this aquarium so that Clement will earn his rightful treatment. He was not worthy of death. Huh? You wanted to save a man who intended to destroy himself. Haven't you realized? That's not a notion logic will fit at all. Clement said that once a flaw, imperfection, or wound manifests in something seemingly perfect, it is broken beyond repair. I will test the accuracy of this statement. You have become just a little more amusing, Federico. But only that little bit. Perhaps come next we meet, that's when I'll be able to pay your mind. Sadly, it's time I wrap this trip up. Yeah, it is nice that we see that. Finally there is progress in the next encounter. Oh, hi, yeah. Setting up. Excuse me, might you be Fro Arturia? I've been waiting for you. My apologies. We were the ones who extended an invitation to you as our guest, and yet I was late to arrive. Finding this place was an ordeal. Have I perhaps come at a bad time? A little bit. Federico. Man, oh man, I look at this inn and my brain is a pretzel. What? Federico, how did it happen that you face off with Arturia? Good morning, Aren of Lateran. Good morning, Nadich, bro. Federico, our coat of arms is from one of the Kurfürsten, the Principes Electores? You can make a direct move against Arturia right now. You can't make a direct move against Arturia right now. Laterano-Lethanian ties will be at risk. I refuse your suggestion. Are you done talking it over? Actually, how about... Federico, I give you one chance. If you want to point your gun at me, then this is where you want to aim. The black-haired woman clasped the executor's tense gun hand in her own. She presses the muzzle against her own forehead. Just pull the trigger, and your bullets will pierce my skull. And from then on, I will never bother you again. Federico, do you want to do that? Why don't you give it a try? I am required to arrest fugitives. If the situation does not necessitate, then shooting to kill is generally not advised. But your argument is extremely rational. Dang. Dang, I really thought he wasn't gonna do it. Oh gosh. I see you're starting to get a personality, brother. Have you been watching Ryan Gosling movies? Yeah. Clementine's didn't really stick to him. Clementine shows up in Solo Exam. Yeah, I remember there's a scene where his bride shows up. Say no more, points the gun. Yup. I love how they just did it, yeah. Yeah. What are you? Listen to me. This could be an international incident. Hold on, Aren. I don't think things are that serious. No, she will be fine. You do not understand this woman. I'm only playing a little game. Bro, Arturia, is this some kind of applied arts? Even so, what you just did was far too dangerous. Thank you for your concern. I'll be cautious next time, should there be one. Federico, think of this as a clue from me to you. Have you ever felt like there's a performance that never ends, but you just can't hear it? That until its grandest, most wonderful passages, everyone is deaf to it. Well then, the music is over, and it's time I went on my way again. Herrschaften of Laterano, auf Wiedersehen. If you'll excuse us. You're actually just gonna stand there and let them go? I thought it would take at least Richelle and me at the same time to hold you back. You are extremely noisy. Thank you. Someone said it. It's not that deep, Roran. What? Hey, Federico, where are you going? He's headed for the area by the clock tower. If I remember right, that's where the Abbey Cemetery is? Alright, no more gawking. All's well that ends well. Plus, we've still got things to do. That's what I say, Richelle. You know, all's well that ends well. We get to the end of another event and, you know, everything's fine. Let's go get a drink or something. Oh, and hell. Señor Federico? Señora Arturia? They're gone. It's okay. Let's go somewhere else. Yep. Who? Why is there a man lying down there? Shh. He's asleep. We shouldn't wake him up. Oh. I know who this man is. He grows really pretty flowers. Same kind as Mama always brings home to put in the vase. Oh? What are you doing, Sarah? You know Mama gave us that. Oh, the flower. Oh. But he might catch a cold sleeping here. Mama said good kids learn to be oppressive. You mean appreciative? Okay, we'll let him borrow it for a bit then. Once he wakes up, I hope he'll keep growing heaps and heaps of pretty flowers. Yeah, I'm sure of it. Aw. Richelle gets another you try battle. Yeah, that's been the common thread this whole event, hasn't it? Wow. People always wish to have their presence or searching for salvation does not exist. Guide by light. I hope we can meet again one day in the holy city. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Only these kids can go out freely, people are saying some hope. Yeah, what they were saying, right? Like, hopefully our children don't have to bother with bitter things, or as much. Yeah. Hey, wingman. I'm talking to you. Hey, come back. Assuming that wingman is an epithet for Sancta, there are multiple individuals who fit the name. I'm talking to you. I know your name is Federico. Very well. You really know how to piss people off, don't you? Don't have time for your crap. That guy, Aren. He said that Gerald, for us. For me and Fortuna. Is it true? Is Gerald really... Yes, Gerald is dead. Now that you answered, I'm starting to wish you didn't. I don't get it. How could it be? I'm sorry, but this is a fact. What are you sorry about? Keep your distance, wingman. Close your eyes. Don't look at me. That thing on your head is way too bright. Where's my eyes? I just need a second to adjust. Very well. Gerald gave you his knife. Choice was his. It's not my place to argue. But I can't let you take it away. You have to know what it means to take the weapon of a Sarkas mercenary. It means carrying on the legacy of his name. Yes. That's why I'm going to take it back from you, along with Gerald's name and his honor. I challenge you. You won't win. I have to. As long as I draw breath, I'll find you and challenge you. Don't you dare underestimate me. I refuse your challenge. How dare you? I'm challenging you to an honorable... Gerald was a mere hunter. There is no legacy to inherit in this knife. What do you mean? Exactly what I said. If you want a knife that inherited the name of a Sarkas mercenary, I have never been in possession of one. You're wasting your time challenging me. If you want the knife of Gerald the Hunter, then yes, I am currently in possession of it. Why you... Do you want it? Burden Pistong. Are you Superman? This was Gerald's treasure. He wouldn't let me take it just like that. Man. You keep it safe. Bring the Montour around Terra. Yeah. You just wait. Let my people to find the new path, just like Gerald did. I'll come back for it when I've earned it. Very well. I will keep it safe until then. There you go. That's sweet. Raymond. Stop gawking. I think you can take it. What about you? You said you couldn't hold the gun anymore. Are you playing with it? Yes. I have a feeling it will answer me again. Can I still use it, Serpilia? Why not? It may be a little old, but you can trust my handiwork. I used to study antique guns, you know? Lately though, I'm finding new things a little more interesting. Do new things scare you at all? There's no point being scared. One wants to learn more in spite of the fear. Besides, nobody once told me that techniques exist to be used. I didn't understand at the time, but now... Now? I understand a little. I'm a craftsman, and I'm responsible for the weapons I craft. Well, set aside for a bit. What about you? Are you ready to live with the Sarkas? How did you know that what I was going to say? No empathy needed to guess your thoughts. It's not such a big deal when you put it that way, is it? You wouldn't come looking for me at this hour with that solemn look on your face if you were planning to come back to Laterano. Sorry. I promised to come quietly and accept the punishment I deserve. Now I'm trying to run away. Yeah, I was gonna say at the end, like, it is weird how little she actually is in the event, Fortuna. But yeah, she was just a catalyst. Yeah. Ironically, she's just a girl with a knife. Once all 5 bullets are shot, she deals almost no damage. Oh, that's true, yeah. I forgot that's exactly what she does in the boss. FedEx is almost fully evolved, yeah. Oh, with a gun, yeah. With her gun knife. Maybe she will get one when she goes with the Sarkas. If she becomes a mercenary or something. I promised to come quietly and accept the punishment I deserved. But now I'm trying to run away. So, will I let you go? Take a guess. Never a straight up answer from her. Just never a straight up answer from Serpilia. Your whole deal here is kind of a headache. You'll have to wear a hood all the time if you live in Laterano. I see. I guess that won't work. Not that it'll be much better anywhere else. You'll need to hide your horns, your appearance, and your gun. And I'll still be your warden. You'll have to keep in touch with me no matter where you go, as long as you live. You won't cause me any trouble, will you? Wait, you're letting me go? Won't you get in trouble for that? Worst case scenario, I quit my job at the Courier. That was a joke. It's true that I'll have some reports to write when I get back. I'll think about whether to get started on a resignation letter after that. The mission was a success, but at the cost of poor most brilliant Federico, the man we knew never came back from these ruins. But perhaps a better man will come back in the future. Bars. Anyway, you owe me more than a pixel now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Are we still kin? Does it matter? You're not getting off the hook, kin or not. I want those pixel next time I see you. It's like, I just want to eat, you know? I just care about that. Man. The convoy is almost here. Yeah, we can start moving once it's refueled. Refueled? Yes. Well, it was a tricky case, if you can say that. Even though the location wasn't that far from Laterano, I think I should borrow a bed at the Abbey. Get some rest. No, I didn't see you do anything particularly tiring, Richelle. Weren't you pretending that you didn't know anything? Or should I thank you for not being lazy enough to dump all the evidence linked to the Church of the Deep into the sewers? Don't be so uptight, Aren. I'm sure Federico remembers the Circus Mercenaries dossier better than I do. And you and Lemoine are definitely more familiar with the Church of the Deep cases than I am. Plus, I think we're starting to get along a little bit after you gave up empathy. You're starting to get along a bit? Okay. Why are you bringing that up? No reason. Just sometimes better to know less about a guy. Like how you have to close one eye when you shoot. Just to make it clear though, I took Lemon's instructions about confirming whether the Abbey had anything to do with the Church of the Deep seriously. Now at the end of the day, I suppose we can all sleep better at night. You're lucky. Or should I say, we are lucky. Kin, how about you kindly make those pieces? Yeah. The monastery gets the supplies it needs to return to Laterano. What? The monastery gets the supplies it needs to return to Laterano. The disruption to the inhabitants was minimal. The fallen girl has gone with the circus. Laterano will be able to find her and the circus if needed be. Laterano's image has not been materially affected. Things don't turn out so well every day. Okay, sure. When you put it that way. Let's see. I prayed for a smooth trip to Laterano, safe from bandit attacks. We should be fine once we get to Laterano. I hope so. The emissaries from Laterano don't look like they've ever been hungry, and their clothes are brand new. I envy them. How do we plant their crops? Or do they give everyone a gun to hunt with? Who knows? I can't imagine. I can't imagine what I will do with my time if I didn't have to spend all my time fixing houses and making tools. I'm trembling and I can't tell whether it's from excitement or fear. Let's pray. Our faith will protect us. There you go. Just the community disbanded and a couple people dead. Yep. All's well that ends well. Hyperglyph real though. Well, we did our best, didn't we? Well, we tried, honestly. Say your thing, Richelle. As for whether things will turn out well in the end. Do you know where Mama went? The child. I thought everyone was gathered up here. Mama's not here, but she came back last night. Yeah, Mama brought us a gift last night. We lent it to a sleeping man. Sleeping? He was sleeping really deep. He must have been having a nice dream. Well, I keep doing that. Well, oh, there she is. And he. Clement, I hope this incomplete illusion, man. But at least he died as human, didn't he? Well, that is true. That's true. Hey, you know, there's always a glass half full. I mean, in a way, even he saw the glass kind of half full at the end. Even he kind of did, to be fair. But anyway. Yeah, no, I mean, it is sad. Regardless. Yeah. Hey, Ellis. An happy build upon a mobile plate. Moving again after being stranded for a decade. Almost becoming one with the land. An impressive sight. The convergence of destruction and rebirth. More like he drank the whole class and didn't care anymore. Yeah, that's more like it. Yes. You seem troubled. Do tell if you feel unwell. Your transformation is yet incomplete. The path ahead will be laborious. I'm fine. Will the Laterans treat those children well? I believe so. The sitting pope is known for moderation and malevolence. They will likely be taken in by foster parents and grow up in Laterano. Traveling with the fallen angel and with the eyes of Sancta from the Curia on them, it is unlikely that your kin will face any retribution. I'm glad to hear that. Only one thing, Bishop Wallace. They are not my kin anymore. If that is what you think, then that is what it will be. The stranded paradise is no more. It is time for us to set out. Once again, we welcome you, Amen. So even that's setting something else. Your kin, yeah. Oppression so strong it won over the seaborn cells. Man. Yeah. There is such a wonderful place. I mean, it is. It is. There's a lot of everything. Good and bad, I guess. What are your plans? Sinners cannot be choosers. You may have had the intention to cause harm, but at the end of the day, you didn't do any real damage. Wow, this really is the all's well that ends well chapter. Personally, I see no problem. Although it might be a little stricter when Iberia is concerned. It doesn't seem like you're happy with that answer. I apologize for the discourtesy I showed, Reverend Nuncio. I sense your sincerity. I accept your apology. But I also sense that it's not what you really want to say. It's not an easy thing, judging oneself. It is the truth that I fell to despair, and knelt before the malice in my heart. What is more deserving of punishment? Harm caused out of benevolence, or malice not put into action? Harm caused by benevolence, or malice not put into action? Good point. I thought that was gonna be the Anduin. What's it called? Like what he was talking about, right? Like a heroic act. Or a malevolent act that will be seen as heroic. That will create something good. Or a heroic act that will do something bad, right? So yeah. To me, it's the former. An idea could be fleeting, or it could take root silently, biding its time. How could you know that this is simply the result of a single moment of weakness? What would this place be like if I chose another path? I can't say that I purged the caprices from my mind. I can't even say that I still believe in our loss. But you still feel it, don't you? Yes, I do. Every waking moment, I pray that the people will be given their due. Pray that this little corner of paradise will not slip through my fingers. But I've waited for so long. Too long. So long that I began to doubt that very existence of faith was simply a self-imposed conceit. How does it feel? Despair, fear, sorrow. What else? Feeling of incredulity. How do we doubt something that exists in one's own mind? It means you've begun to doubt yourself, with terrible consequences, if one is unable to dispel the doubt. If even faith could be false, then how much of Stefano is real? I wanted to understand. I tried to understand. I overestimated myself. We could never truly understand another. Understanding remains precious, fleeting, even with incredible power of empathy. What is benevolence but malice not put into action? That is interesting. I mean, we're kinda cooking with that one. It really makes you think. But in the end, you didn't manage to do any damage. Is she comforting him or is she deceiving him? Dang, you really didn't do anything after all. Yeah. Stranded paradise. But having experienced so much, I have begun to think that there are many emotions that can be communicated from one another and understood by most, even without the empathy. At least, I can say that I have begun to understand the thoughts of a certain individual, not because I sense something, but because I have experienced it myself. I offer this to you, Bishop Stefano.
It's...
The notebook of a cleric who spent some time here. I thought you might find it interesting. Perhaps, just like you have many questions and many troubles.
You asked me about my plans. I plan to return to Laterano, but not with the others.
You mean you want to travel from here to Laterano by yourself? At your age?
Please don't stop me. I must know. I must rediscover my faith. If there comes a day when I atone for my sins, if there is truly such a thing as miracles, perhaps I will find my Laterano then.
In that case, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you find your answer, Father Stefano.
We will meet again in paradise.
The old man says no more. Age has taken its toll on him, as have the ordeals of last night. The lines of age fill every gap on his face. Another Anduin, Before Lemon's eyes, Stefano Torregrossa walks out of the door, his back slightly hunched. Sancta we will never understand to each other. Here's the conclusion to the whole idea that Arknights made when they create Sancta to test them. Yeah, it's a good point. I like Anduin to solve racism, unironically. Yep.
Executor Federico, reporting in. As previously reported, the two nuncios are confirmed alive and well. They are expected to return to their post in Laterano soon. Plans are in place for Sanctilaminium Ambrosi to resume movement, settling a course for Laterano's outskirts. It is expected to arrive at its destination before spring next year. A request for supplies has been made to the Curia to ensure reliable mobility and to meet the everyday needs of the inhabitants. 41 of the 153 inhabitants of the monastery will depart the abbey. Serpedia will track and report on their subsequent movements. The circus you mentioned? I must admit my surprise, even though I had a hunch. Whether it was the state of the abbey, the movements of the Church of the Deep, or Arturia. You've done well, Federico. I failed to meet your expectations.
Our intervention destabilized the situation of the abbey.
There were 3 casualties. You have doubts, my child.
Yes. I can rectify a wrong if I see it. I know many ways of stopping a sinner. But at no point during this mission was there a clear course of action. Why was the result suboptimal if no error was committed? Are our laws suitable for all circumstances? If not, on what do I base my actions? That is where my doubts lie.
I don't have an answer for you, Federico, because this is a question that troubles me as well. But I am happy that you're beginning to ask these questions.
I don't understand.
There is no need to be anxious. You're beginning to ask questions that you've never considered before. Is that not a big step forward? It's like pulling the cork from a bottle of fine wine. The hardest part is over. All that is left is to pour out what you want. I'm going out to visit a friend, one that you are not unfamiliar with. I'll take your question to him, and share with you the answer he offers.
And when... Huh? FedEx is debugging himself. It really is, yeah. It's evolving. The OST is fitting, yeah, it's really good. The towering statue is silent. The rays of the morning sun pour in. The executor ends the call and looks up. The aging Sancta's silhouette begins to fade in the morning sun as he slowly walks away. As she sees him off, the man gets a feeling. The feeling that she has not seen the last of the old man. As he says himself, perhaps we will find the Laterano that he is looking for. Ooh, there we go. There you go. That was solid, I think. I do think I don't know. I think the writing has evolved, even though this wasn't bad by any means. And this is preceded by Guide Ahead, which still I still think is my favorite of the Laterano stories so far. It still feels like the writing has evolved a lot, and so there were things that felt really like from the old events, but yeah, overall it was I don't know, it was solid, like I said. Yeah. Yeah. I think I liked a lot of it. I think my problem is just the setup, like you said, like the where it all come from, because that's the one thing that felt really rushed to me personally. But from there on, I think everything was well done. So yeah, I guess I can't fault just that slightly rough beginning to what it became, which hopefully we'll see what the continuation is. Well, we'll see what the continuation is next week. So yeah, looking forward to it. Can you imagine if it wasn't here? Yeah. Oh gosh. Love this event. Interesting how nothing much has happened, but at the same time it was so fulfilling. Yeah. I mean, like I said, felt like so few things happened and yet so much changed. Yeah. I love that it focused on Federico. Sometimes I'm afraid that it's not gonna focus too much on the main character, because some events do that. And again, yeah, some of the writing in the past was weird, but it wasn't really focused on the main people. And even Swirling Storm, I guess, doesn't really focus like too much on Arturia until the very end. She is like a common thread, but it's not like it's not focused on her specifically. It's more focused on Viviana, which they're the two characters, to be fair. But here it does focus a lot on Federico, and I love all his interactions with the other characters. With like we kind of got. I mean, I still want like a proper detective story with Federico, and whether it be with Tarpelia, with Richelle, with any of those characters. Or with Lemoine, actually with Lemoine, like a buddy cop, buddy detective story. That'll be really fun. I guess we'll see what they do with them next time, because I know Lemoine is becoming playable next time. On the next event on Tuesday. And yeah, I want to see what they do with her, and Federico's also going to be featured in that one, so yeah, I guess we'll see what they do. Yeah, I guess it was a big event in that regard too. That a lot of people started questioning themselves for one side or another, right? Like not only for one side specifically. So yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad Fiametta was not sent here. If it already went like this, I can't imagine. Yeah, Arturia was only like, hey, hi, I'm here, by the way, see ya. Because even with the music, I think she makes a good point that even without the music, I think people will still make those decisions. If anything, I could argue that if the little fight at the beginning with Fortuna and Fina was influenced by her, like that's the only time that it really felt a little heavy-handed because of that. But any other time, I think that it is pretty genius that, yes, without her music, will people have still made the decision? Like, probably. Because that contrast with the father also not taking the bad decision, right? Deciding not to go through with it despite the music, right? And obviously that plays more into Zwillingstern. So yeah, I think it was a good setup for all of it as well. Introspection, is that a type of song? Yeah, Federico's gonna be looking it up. It's gonna be researching things. Yeah, I think overall that's what I feel. Like that was my only thing in a situation that was weird, and yeah. There's something cause a lot of stuff happening, all this kind of stuff can be buried deep within our mind. Yeah, that's true. I guess it's not necessarily that it happened, but how extreme it was. Because like I don't know if she would have gotten shot, or if someone would have gotten shot, right? If it was from the influence of the music, which I don't think it was ever confirmed, but I mean, I guess it was confirmed that her music was, I guess, working through the entire plate, right? It was affecting people through the entire plate, so I guess one can argue that way. Yeah, the police chief becoming the zero. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that between streams, that I feel like there was a better setup for that. And so I just wish there was a little more of a setup for those, because it was literally like 3 scenes, right? It was the first scene when we see Delfina and Fortuna, and then the scene where she goes and she sees the heart attack that the Sarkas are eating, and then when they fight. So that is my only like big criticism of that. Because everything else, yeah, just seeing people's perspective, and it's cool. I can definitely see it. And like I said, even there were some really good parts. Like that's why I said, like, Lemon and Federico, I would love to see more content of this too, interacting. Because yeah, that part when they were just talking, there wasn't even, like, Federico was heading to find Arturia, and Lemon stopped him. So it would have been like, oh, come on, just let her go, or just let him go. But then they actually, like, the interaction that they had was so good that it didn't even make me think about that. Like, it really showed both of their characters. And, like, it's not like they repeated it another time. Like, it was just, like, setting up basically that this is how those two work, and it worked really well from then on. So yeah. Yeah, R.I.P. Gerald, it was really goated. And I think what we talked when that happened is like my takeaway from the event, or from this type of events, I guess, in general. The fact that, yeah, it's cool that it shows the perspectives from all over the world of Terra, right? Because, yeah, much like, I guess, in any world, because much like a real world, right? There's a lot of situations going on all the time. So yeah, it is cool. And I guess we'll see where it goes next time. I think, yeah, I still enjoy Guide Ahead a little more, but I think they complement each other really well, right? I was thinking that at the end as well. Like, I think Guide Ahead is really good at showing how life is inside the city in Laterano. And so in contrast, like, Hortus de Escapismo is really good at showing what life is, surrounding the city and, like, their relation to it. So the dynamic, I guess. So yeah, I think they work really well with each other. And I guess we'll see what the next event will be like in that, like, the trilogy. Yeah. Once the trilogy is complete, we'll see how it all complements each other. Yeah. Well, we'll see more of Anduin in the future. That'd be nice. What is this? Oh, is it that it's pinned or something? Oh, I don't know. Is he just saying that he's, like, maybe because of the upcoming event, like, recommending it or something? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that means. But anyway, I think with that will be everything. Those are all my thoughts. So yeah, originally I was thinking that next time we could do integrated strategies. But I think that, yeah, but right now we should focus on the event. We're gonna... Well, it is a long event, right? I think it is a long event, so we should probably get to the stages and then read the story. And, yeah. We'll see where it goes from there. Now that we've read those two, I'm even more excited to read through it. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for watching, all. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, Mateo. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's everything. So on Thursday, we're gonna be continuing with Silksong. And then on Friday, we're gonna begin Little Nightmares 3. I'm really excited for that as well. So, yeah, packed week. But for now, I'm gonna take a bit of a break, because my voice always sounds tired. And also because, yeah, it's gotten really cold recently, so I feel like my voice is getting tired. Weaker. I don't know. I'll see what I can do so that doesn't happen as much. But yeah, thank you. All this to say, thank you for listening. Hope it was a fun stream. Or yeah, good read at the very least. With all that said, I'm Aren, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.
None of your local gardeners close to explosives, folks. True. True. Great advice all around.